Feliz Navidad.
Hey, Jair, it is Christmas Eve. My friend, how are you doing?
Oh, it is Christmas Eve. Tis the season for the holidays and drinking
You know, it's
responsibly.
hey, we'll get to that. Hey, you know it's
Yes, we
funny.
will.
I
I
almost
have.
it's midday in the East Coast, so it's still not even morning or not even afternoon technically where
Right.
you're at. But our schedule was able to flex for us to get this to happen.
Yeah.
As you see, I'm wearing a robe
I see that.
now. I almost came out. I got a Grinch onesie.
Okay.
like a flight suit,
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
see in
yeah.
the movies. Yeah, I have a full Grinch pajama onesie. Thought about wearing it, but I wore it last year for a podcast, so I'm gonna get a year off. I got a Deadpool one too as well, but I may save that one for a little bit later.
That's a
So
nice.
yeah, I'm just wearing a robe. That's it.
That's a nice villain robe. Like when the villain gets woken up, he's kind of pissed off,
Hmm.
right? He gets the early wake up call. The plan has gone to shit, as in this movie as well. So he goes to the back. He pours him a little something something for the morning. And here we are.
Here we are. I got the white shirt on. Shout out to the crew collar.
Hey,
It fits the body well. Ooh, that's a little too much. I mean, going to cover that up right there.
the white tee is undefeated.
The white tee is undefeated. It's a little wrinkle, but whatever. I'm
It's
sitting down
whatever.
on it. Yeah.
It's
But the
Christmas
robe.
Eve.
Yeah, it's the robe.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
whatever.
doing. Tonight, be presents and seeing the joy on kids' faces in the morning. My friend, how about you?
Got the parents coming over. Had to make some housing cleanup. We know how that goes.
Mhm.
Uh, watched Die Hard this morning again.
Hey,
Got a little something in his hand. Hello. And Feliz Navidad.
well, let's talk about that's something in your hand. What you sipping on? Sidebar.
Sidebar. So, what is Die Hard? If Die Hard was liquor, excuse me, what would it be? I thought about this. This was difficult. This is you could go eggnog. You could go the very cliche route. But yeah, we like to be creative. And I was thinking about that how Die Hard is debated. Is it a Christmas movie? Is it not a Christmas movie? What is it? And it's untraditional in its Christmas movie aspect, but it is a Christmas movie. It's appropriate for all times of year. You don't have to watch this during the Christmas season. You know, if you're gonna watch The Grinch, it's got to be December. You can't watch that shit in October. Die Hard, you can watch in July. Christmas in July. Fuck it. So, what's appropriate? Christmas parties, what's being had, a toast, champagne is being had. Appropriate for all times. Now, I don't have champagne,
Mm-hmm.
so I flexed a little bit. Ciroc White Grape is what I'm drinking this morning or this afternoon.
I like your choice too as well because they had the little holiday party the movie started off
Yeah.
with. So yeah, but in the holiday party too as well. You like to come home the next day with the
Yes.
hangover.
No
And
hangover.
after, they're definitely the hangover. That's definitely the hangover of the office
No
party.
hangover.
You did it right. You did it right. You did it right. Um,
The after party.
the after party. Okay, fine. But regardless, I'm wearing the robe. This is I'm home now. I'm away from all the action or the bullshit the night before. News is going off. I'm with the kids. Sir, I am cliche, and I'm sipping on the eggnog with the brandy in it.
See, that's the beauty though of Die Hard. It's appropriate for all times, all seasons. If you want to wake up Christmas Eve, watch Die Hard. It's a great time to watch it.
I don't like how you called me out right there. God damn it.
I didn't call you out.
The eggnog, the cliche.
It is
the generic.
cliche, but it
is.
works. It's
It
cliche for a
does.
reason.
It does. I have no problem with that too as well.
That's right.
All right. So as we move on from here, part of our monologue series, we neither one said need to prepare, but I like how this part is somewhat open to as well.
Mhm.
To talk about Die Hard and Christmas. Now, we've already did Black Mirror, White Christmas.
Mhm.
Sort of why that's a Christmas episode. We talked about Iron Man 3. I believe that's a Christmas movie. What now? Die Hard has many references to Christmas all throughout the movie, throughout the film. But for some reason, some people believe, and I think this is a very silly debate from both sides, if you ask me, that people, it's a Christmas movie, goddammit. Well, I don't really see a lot of people fighting you that it's not.
Mhm.
But for those who think that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, Jair, what makes this movie a Christmas movie in your own opinion?
It's like the Grandpa Simpson yelling at the cloud. Old man yells angry at the cloud, talking about this is not a Christmas. What makes this a Christmas movie? All the Christmas references, the Santa, the in the snow record, everything from the beginning with the giant stuffed animal. A theme of Christmas. Iron Man 3, same thing. A giant stuffed animal. It's the little things. The Christmas party. The lights. It's perfect. And by the way, this film is in Los Angeles, which is never cold. And so it kind of fits that. It's like a Christmas in July kind of feeling. It's LA. It's not cold there.
Yeah, for sure. For me, it's and of course, spoilers for the whole entire movie. If you haven't seen it by now, I mean, it's been over 30 years, 40 years. I mean, come on now. It's been a long time. All right. Yeah, exactly. Been over 30 years. The reunion of family around the holidays with McClane coming back, and then the wife, they still obviously have feelings for each other, but we're guiding away. You don't have to stay with your captain, please. You know, we'll make a house for you, a home for you here. Talking to the keeper for the house, I guess the au pair. I just would say for the children. Well, you know, making excuses why McClane didn't call home. Maybe he just was at the airport and this and the third. Obviously, there's feelings still there. And you know, when it's cold outside, you gotta get the muffins made. So you want something close to you, something to keep you warm. I got the brandy, the eggnog. You, my friend, have a little Ciroc white grape on you. We like something to keep us warm in the winter. We like bars in the winter. We like another body that we're attracted to in the wintertime. And McClane and his wife are attracted to each other. And during this time of Christmas, through the hardship they went through, they refound love. And isn't that what Christmas is? Finding love again.
For this episode, yes. Not White Christmas, Black Mirror. For this episode, yes.
I was like Ebenezer Scrooge wrote this episode of Black Mirror.
No, but it is. You're right. This is a feel-good movie at its core, which is what Christmas is about, right?
Exactly.
But it makes you feel good. It makes you feel warm, bubbly.
Yeah.
Everybody
had one day let go that, you know what, damn, things were different now. So Die Hard does that to you, and it provides you action. Can we get into it, my friend? Are we ready?
Yes.
All right, so this is how we do it, the formula here. If you haven't seen it before, we have several categories of how we like to go about our movies. We have the all of the lights category, which we talk about the best action scene, best comedic scene, and best drama scene. We have the controverse category, best supporting actor, actress, best supporting line, and best outstanding featuring scene. Then we have the score, best soundtrack moment in the movie, and which record outside of the movie does this movie, Die Hard, feel like? Last call category, your iconic Kodak moment, how the movie is aged, and would you want a sequel? With that being said, let's start at the all the lights category. Jair, what is your best action scene from Die Hard 1?
It's not the best, but it is important, and I do love a good intro, as we know. The intro really sets the table. Not talking about the airplane intro. I'm talking about when the bad guys come rolling up. You got the dude. He's talking about Magic Johnson. He did the little sky hook last night. And then bam, right to the head. Shoots the guard. Right. They get all the hostages. They go to, and this is like a 20-minute action sequence. This whole movie's action. There's very little talking. I'm a fan of this, by the way. During the Christmas movies, less talking is better. They get all the hostages. The dude's like, yeah, that's me. I'm not giving you the code. They're like, all right, bon voyage. Bam, you're dead, right? And this is like a heist movie, essentially. When your heist don't wear masks and they shoot someone off the rip, you're dealing with a higher class criminal. And we know off the rip what these guys are. They're methodical. They know what they're doing. They have a plan. They got that thing to a T. They practiced it and rehearsed it, and then went Ocean's 11 style and did it. They shoot the guard. It's free game. Everyone's on the table. This isn't a movie where you're going to feel bad for the bad guys. Nah. This is your classic Christmas or classic movie where you're going to hate the villain and you understand the villain right away. I love the intro. And it sucks me into the movie. All right, I got to watch it. I'm in.
It's a few things you said at the opening scene. The best comedic moment for me was almost the when the black dude's talking about the Magic Johnson,
Yeah.
They still pop in the chest too. I was like, what? I was gonna eclipse my best comic, but this scene for me exists somewhere else. So I'll talk about my best one. For me, it was a combination of the movie almost. Don't forget when our hero McClane killed the Kristoff's brother. Sent him down the elevator, disrespectful like. I can say here shortly too as well. But at the end, when they finally had their fight, the emotion behind it, I feel like that was the best action scene to me. The one-on-one taking on of him. Yeah, the Batter McCain versus this 6'5" German dude who's been wanting to avenge his brother throughout half the movie. And the McClane's there to get the best of him. So I definitely like that one just for the add more to it. It's not just it's like someone I heard about Game of Thrones. It's not just swords clanking against each other. It's the battle that came up to it, like the Battle of the Bastards. What actually led to get there, and so it was something behind that, off the scene, or not off the scene, but outside the action that led to make the action bigger than what it was. So that's what I have for best action scene. Loved it.
It's a great one. It's building up to it. A lot of things have led up to it without feeling like it's led up to it. Right? It's not just talk, and it's not the first 40 minutes of The Dark Knight where you're like, this is fucking boring. Like shit. Can we get to something, please? No, but it's building throughout, and it's a great scene. To your point, absolutely.
Yeah. What is your best comedic scene?
It's Al, the cop, who's going to get his donuts. He just wants his donuts. He's trying to get his Homer Simpson on, man. He's trying to get his Homer Simpson on. All right. He's got the wife at home with the warm eggnog. Right? It's a great day. He's about to get off. He's probably off for Christmas, or he's getting OT pay. Either way, he's Gucci, right? He's like, man, you got to think he's had a long day. We know how it is. That last work shift before you get off for Christmas, right? It's like that field trip for school, that Friday field trip. Trying to get his donuts. That's for my wife. This cashier's having none of it. Yeah, sure it is. He just tells them to bag it. I fucking love that scene. It's so fucking funny. The man's just trying to get his donuts. And he's like, nah. It's cashier's like, sure you are. You about to smash these donuts as soon as you get in that cop car. It's great.
Hey, shout out to Carl Winslow.
Yeah, absolutely.
My best comic scene is what I just alluded to. It's when McClane defeated the brother.
Yeah.
And he sends him down the elevator. I have a machine gun now. Ho, ho, ho. It puts a hat on him.
Yeah.
I was like, that's, and I had to look it up real quick because these movies in the 80s, I was like, this could have been rated PG for all I know. With how shit was back then. But it was definitely rated R. I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, that is such an asshole move. And I support it. I mean, the man came with with bad intentions to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Ruining your Christmas, taking hostage of your building. Well, not your building, but your wife's building. Nah, hell no. Yeah, send the message. It is what it is. He has a machine gun now. The rest is history. So, and when that right there culminated into the fight with Kristoff. So,
yep.
The yin and the yang. I'm gonna go next for best drama scene. Alan Rickman's character, Hans Gruber, meets John McClane, and Alan Rickman pretends to be an American at that point, and so they're having a conversation, whatnot. And then John McClane hands him a gun, and then Alan Rickman's character Hans, he starts talking in his native language, German, and then pulls the trigger, and McClane's like, "I knew it was you the whole fucking time." Like just the dichotomy of that, the villain and the hero meeting each other, almost seemingly working with each other, but one realizes what the other is, but the other doesn't until you realize that they're both self-aware of who they are. And I thought it was fantastic. And at the same time, too, in this scene is that the hero doesn't get the drop on the villain because Hans Gruber had his goons right there on the outside coming in ready to shoot. So I thought the whole thing was fantastic for both of them. They both played their hero and villain parts extremely well.
I played that cat and mouse well when he asks him when the John kind of figures out something's wrong here, and he asks him for his name, and then the villain calculator he's planned this out, so he gives him the name. John looks at the board, the registry board, and it's a great cat and mouse there. Yeah, you'd love to see it. Love to see it, and it's always dope when the villain and the hero finally meet and they clash and it's eye to eye. It's always great.
And I always think it's great when villains and heroes meet, but they don't just get to like throwing fists.
Right. It's a mental game.
Exactly. It's more complex than just I punch you in the mouth and I win.
Right.
It's like Batman and the Joker. Yeah, Batman's way stronger than the Joker, but that's not what it's about.
Right.
You have to be able to beat the Joker at his mental game.
Exactly.
So
absolutely.
I thought it was great there. What you got for best drama scene?
I got Al, who I love in this movie, who might win another category coming up. All right. It's Christmas. He makes me feel good, right? He's talking to John on the radio, and he's talking about, John asked him, "How did you get this gig? What's going on with you? Did you run in comedic fashion? Did you run over your supervisor with a car?" And then Al talks about how he shot this kid who's unarmed, and it's dark outside. And in a movie that's very flashy and gritty, just like Christmas colors, it kind of weighs it down and gives it that gravity, so to speak, in that scene to let you know the stakes are real, the highlights are real, and you can tell. And then they go full circle with the ending, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful scene. It's a very heartfelt scene. It strings on the heart a little bit.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Not really funny about that scene, but that scene is aged. I'm not gonna say it's aged well or it's aged good, but it's aged into 2020, especially with things you're seeing with Tamir Rice and kids getting shot and cops. And for his situation, it was dark outside. I didn't know. I pulled my trigger and find out it was a kid. Being a cop is a very, very interesting profession. Nothing that I will ever do. So hearing it from that perspective is and I like hearing things from all sorts of perspectives, whether it's right or wrong. It just adds a layer to the story, which is every story needs is a layer from all perspectives. So I won't get into more than that, but just want to throw that out there.
And it weighs it to 2020. It's not just like a 1980 one-liner that you have to be from that era to get it kind of thing. It weighs down that story to today.
Right.
It's rewatchable.
And then watching that scene too and seeing exactly who Al was, it seemed to be like an honest mistake. Like he was doing some dumb shit. That's just what I saw for the movie. So life is very complex, my friend. All right. Control versus category. Best supporting actor, actress. Can I please go first? And I think we both have the same one here. But Alan Rickman as Hans Gruber. Did you have that too as well?
No, I have Al.
You do not. You have Al? Are you serious? What? Alan Rickman is Hans Gruber, the villain, the German, the man with the master plan. Dude, yes, he steals it. No, he reminds me of too as well. When I was watching this movie, if they ever did a remake, and they shouldn't, but if they did, Benedict Cumberbatch could slide right into that role that Alan Rickman has played in this movie. They seem to they almost look a little bit alike. They move a little bit alike, and they're acting superb. Yeah, Alan Rickman for Hans Gruber takes everything for me. I don't think it's. I got love for your boy Al, but that's my best supporting actor right there.
You are correct for the record with your pick because it's Christmas. I'm having fun, so this is a culture pick. All right, this is the Raiders taking Henry Ruggs instead of Justin Jefferson. All right, enough of that. But for the Christmas, like John's not sure that he even wants to go to LA. He's not sure what's going on with the relationship status. She registers under a different name. And like John says, I feel a little under fucking appreciated in this movie. And the communication back and forth between John and Al is great on the radios. And Al's the only person hearing him out, and Al's the only one talking to him. And they're having a lot of heart-to-heart, man-to-man conversation. That is the heartwarming of the eggnog and Christmas.
They had great conversation.
Right? Yeah. The main LA cop or the whoever was in charge, he ain't shit. He ain't doing nothing. I mean, he is as worthless as a Patriots defensive coordinator. I mean, he's doing nothing. All right. And the FBI comes on the scene. What are they doing? Nothing. All right.
That's Johnson.
Yeah. And this guy's like, yo, he's taking out all these guys. And yeah. Best supporting actor.
Yeah. I definitely like his banter because you need that. This was different. Usually you have, hostage situation like this. You're on the phone with it would be like the FBI agent on the phone with Alan Rickman.
Right.
But here you saw a different side. Once again, story perspective layers. You saw a cop talking to first McClane went by Roy. Didn't know he was a cop, but Al thought he was a cop just by his movements and how he's talking and acting. And they had to build a bond from that, a brotherhood from it. I thought it was great. Their back and forth. It was fantastic. As far as Alan Rickman, I mean, this man walked in with a master plan His guys believed in him 100%, and his plan was sadistic too as well. I mean, he was going even beyond a Thanos level. He was ready to kill everybody, and have himself die in the process too as well on paper, so he can get away in the helicopter with the funds and the bonds that he wanted. So
No survivors.
No survivors. This dude is here to kill. And then every step of the way, the cops are here. The cops are here. Just be calm. This is to be expected. Everybody relax. He's on the phone making demands. I want my people freed here. My people freed here. I want the Asians freed here. Who are they? Well, I don't know. I read them in Time magazine. He's just making all sorts of wild demands. You got 2 hours. Like the man is one. He's a man of style.
Right.
Shout out to the suits. The Cantress on deck, and also I'm against his other part here in a little bit later. But yeah, Hans, he does. Hans does his thing here. He is the best supporting actor here for me. He is. Right. He is the one that pushes the movie forward every step of the way. Please.
Every great superhero movie needs a great supervillain. He's calculated. Even when she comes in talking about one of the coworkers, she's pregnant. She's sitting on a rock. Can we get it? Can we wear the sofa?
Oh,
he's
McClane's
smart.
Wife.
McClane's wife, and Hans is smart. He's like,
we'll bring the couch to you.
We'll bring this couch to you because he knows to keep them quiet is the best part of his plan. So I'll give you a little. Right, and not separate exactly. Where who knows what happens, and it's smart. He's calculated throughout. He's genius throughout. He knows he's a villain. He loves it. He's having fun with it. You know he's drinking the brown just because he has to because he's a villain, right?
Of course, absolutely.
So, I mean, he does his thing. He pours the man out of Coke right before he's about to die. It's beautiful.
Best supporting line. I got a Hans quote.
Go for it.
Alas, your Mr. Takagi did not see it that way, so he won't be joining us for the rest of his life.
That's a good one.
That's right. After he shot Takagi in the head, because Takagi was being extremely arrogant. Now Takagi was the one that ran the building, and they was asking for certain codes to get to the vault. He was like, "I can't do it. Even if I gave you anything, Japan would change it by the morning." Da 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 da. He says that, "Well, Mr. Takagi, pretty soon I don't have no use for you." He says, "You're gonna just have to kill me then," and he shoots him right in the head. Takagi could have saved his own life. He could have did something. He could have stalled. Takagi took a side eye pill, and that was that. So, but back to Hans when he gets back in the room. He's there talking to the people, and he delivers that line. Tell everybody to get in line because your boss, your man's, yeah, he ain't making it to Die Hard 2.
Is that a Rush Hour 2 reference? Damn, he ain't making a Rush Hour 3. Is that what you're going with?
A little bit.
Love to see it.
Yeah, that's my best supporting line. What you got?
I actually don't have one. I used it up earlier by accident, so let's just roll with it and keep pressing forward.
Okay, fair enough.
I used it earlier. Yeah.
My best outstanding scene is your best action scene when the villain is walking in, taking over the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's my best outstanding feature scene. Takes over completely easily. Walks in, machine guns. McClane is able to just hop to the outside to the through the hallway to the cellar, going up and down the stairs. But yeah, that was the best way. It was just smooth how they walked in. Shot here. Like I said, your man talking about the gang and distracting. Bam, right in the body. And he gets behind and starts doing the ones and twos. The plan is immaculate. Hans Gruber, he's got it, man. As an outstanding feature villain, I give it to him.
You think the guard was like ready to get on that conversation, like hearing Magic Johnson, like, yeah, he had a triple and then bam, got right to the head, or how you think that went down?
Yeah, exactly. He probably was.
Was.
Man's come in hyped up, talking the game last night.
Yeah, I'll be happy. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you in LA? You in the 80s? Come on now.
Come on now.
Yeah, even if you don't like basketball, casual fans still knows who LeBron is, or Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. So
Magic Johnson in the 80s in LA?
Come on now. That was too smooth. And honestly, that's probably was part of the plan to walk in. It probably
was. Yeah. Not a bad way to go when you think about it. Like talking basketball. You don't see it coming. You
I'd rather go of old age personally.
Oh, personally, yeah, but at least the image of Magic Johnson hitting a skyhook, it's not the worst way to go.
As long as I'm not reading his Twitter feed, I guess. Oh shit!
Oh my god, that's funny.
Can you imagine reading his Twitter feed? Oh, and it'd be something so generic. Rick and Jay just uploaded the Miss Bias podcast. It was great. They mentioned me. Go check it out.
Yeah, some stupid shit like that. Yeah. The key to the success was some stupid shit, man. Magic Johnson.
The team that outplays the other will win the game.
There you go. On some John Madden shit. Yeah.
Let's keep it moving. The score. What is your best soundtrack moment?
I got my best supporting moment.
You do have a best supporting moment.
It's Al, who, by the way, I got the movie on, is buying his donuts as we speak. In the background, it's Al at the end. This is a running gag, and I'm committed to it now. It's Al at the end. It's John. He's got the wife. You know, the score is playing. See what they're there. It's yippee-ki-yay. Everyone's having a great fucking time. Here comes, oh boy, blonde-haired motherfucker with the fucking machine gun ready to roll up. And who's the hero? Who's the hero? It's Al. Pop, pop. Al gets him right in the eyes.
And you know what?
In the shoulders.
You know
but still.
Yeah. You know what's great about that scene?
Yeah.
Is that Al said he hadn't shot his gun.
Yeah, exactly.
He accidentally killed that kid.
Yeah.
So it was a character arc for him in like an hour and a half.
Right.
His character.
Exactly. And he gets his redemption, if you want to call it that. But he gets whatever in the movie and kills him. He's the hero. Saves John's life. Saves a bunch of people's lives, actually.
Hell yeah, machine gun?
Yeah.
A whole lot of people.
Cool, calm. John was on the ground. He was like, oh, fuck, I'm about to die. Let me get on the ground like it's a fire drill.
Exactly.
Who's the only one?
Got the limo out for him, all that. Everybody.
Oh, yeah. And here comes, yep. And it's Al who saves the day.
Score. Best soundtrack moment. What do you have?
You got it. Go ahead.
Christmas in Hollis, Run DMC.
I knew you would do this. I knew you would do this. I knew it. It's an all-time great drop. I mean, it's perfect.
And the limo pulling up. My man, old boy, I forget his name. It with an A. I tried it. I'll jack it up. But he's in the limo, cool with John too as well. They vibing now. Hey, if everything go right, you went in the missus, I pull right over here. I'll be a getaway. Eventually comes through. He called him, but the phone lines got cut. It is what it is. But limo man saved the day too as well, taking down the Magic Johnson fan. Later in the movie, they got on the fire truck. So
he's on his way to Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but Christmas in Hollis, Run DMC. I mean, it just solidifies itself in Christmas lore of movies. If you don't know, then now you know.
It's perfect that this is a New York cop in an LA movie. It has that feel to it. It's gritty. It's grimy. It does have that New York City whole winter feel, but at the same time, it's Christmas, so they do the LA thing, and so that you don't think rap, hip hop, and Christmas. You don't really. Some things don't really mesh historically. There are a few exceptions, but it's not like Mariah Carey. All I Want Is You,
it's a Hallmark movie,
right? But to hit the Run DMC record at that time, you're like, it's just, and it slaps every time.
It does.
And what does John say? You got any Christmas music? This is Christmas music. That's like to us, to the old Grandpa Simpson yelling at the cloud, like, shut the fuck up. This is a Christmas movie.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So was that yours too as well?
No, I knew you would go with that, and I had a backup. And guess who it is? It's Al. It's Al who goes to check out, because he's a hero. He goes to check out the police call. He's like, man, fuck this. It's Christmas Eve. I got these donuts. I'm going to my wife. Right. He's happy. He's going to the car and he's singing. What is he singing? Fuck, I forgot. Let It Snow. He's singing Let It Snow. He's doing this thing. He's about to do his little Michael Jackson dance, little spin to the car, and then he gets shot up. So it's a great moment.
Body got crashed on there.
Yeah.
I need backup.
It's throwing bullets. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. All right. Which record is a Die Hard theme song? I got a perfect one for this one.
Go for it.
All right. So, John McClane, cop, East Coast, going to the West. I mean, how many times have we seen this movie pop off of cops from different like cold weather cities going to the West Coast to solve a crime. We saw that in Beverly Hills Cop 2 as well. Just throwing it out there. But I want to think of something here that we had going on. And looking at these terms, you had the LAPD, you had NYPD out there, you had these German terrorists. Some would see all of them as a gang or an affiliation, a conglomerate of people, different colors, if you say. And who better to go with than rapper, actor, cop, actor, Ice-T song Colors. When it comes to this, when it comes to Die Hard, Christmas colors too as well. You got the Germans, you got the LAPD, you got NYPD. Colors.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got Colors. Die Hard theme song to me is Colors.
That's really good.
And guess what? Both movies and the song, or the movie and the song, both came out in 1988.
Damn.
I'm on fire, baby. As soon as I discovered that, I was like, I can't wait to giant hear this shit.
That's a good one. I got Kanye Christmas in Harlem because that's all I got. Honestly, I ain't got shit. I went with the cliche. Look at that.
You went with the eggnog.
Sometimes you got to run the ball on the goal line at the 1 yard line and not run a slant. You know what I'm saying? Just run the ball. Yeah.
All
Yours
right,
is significantly better by far.
Hey, that's why we're a team effort.
See, I got eggnog, but you got like the cinnamon, the nutmeg. You got the cognac. Yeah. I got the little Jack Daniels shooter. You know. I got the Tennessee honey, which actually doesn't sound too bad. And yeah.
Yep. Colors. That's what I went with. Colors.
Colors is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Ice-T's a cop, Law and Order.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it just all made sense.
It's perfect. He's funny in the Geico commercial, the Ice-T lemonade thing. It's perfect.
Yeah, exactly. And the song is iconic. Like this
is iconic. It is iconic. Yeah.
Last call category. Iconic Kodak moment.
Oh, it's John in the air duct. With, he turns off the light. It is the poster of this movie. It's so great. And now I'm going cliche, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm going cliche. That's what it is to me. It is the poster of the movie.
You know what's funny?
So there it is. It's so good. That's it. That's exactly what it is.
I got the same exact shit, dude. I'm sorry for the blurriness, but it is what it is. And I mean, you search Die Hard images. What's the first thing you see? Is that?
Yep.
Him down there with the lighter. It is. I mean, it just speaks to the whole movie. Like, whoa, why is this man beat up, torn down, and walking in the air ducts?
Yep.
But now I'm interested. I didn't see why. So, yeah, nothing more to add with that. How has this movie aged?
Best Christmas movie ever?
Do
I have to defend it? Oh, okay.
No, you don't. Like I say, there's always people out there. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. God damn it! And they get real, angry about it. And I'm like, all right, or to get real passionate. I'm like, first of all, nobody's arguing against you that Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie. Let's just stop that. Nobody with a sane mind is. So how's it age? Christmas in July, Christmas season. It can always be played. Not to mention, it's just a great action movie. This movie never needs to be remade. I was joking around about if this movie got remade, Benedict Cumberbatch. That was a joke. Never remake this movie. Ever. This movie is just fine the way it is. Now, here's the problem. Would you want a sequel? Now, there's been sequels to Die Hard, but in 2021 and beyond, do you want to see Bruce Willis play John McClane again?
In 2021? No. You know what I would like, though? Brooklyn Nine-Nine. To those fans out there and all the Die Hard references, they do a thing called like the Halloween heist every year. It's a pretty, I don't know if you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I'm not familiar.
Okay, well, Andy Samberg, the main character, obviously from SNL and shit.
I'm familiar.
Right?
Yep.
They do this tradition of a Halloween heist. It's one of the best things about that show. It has a cult following. I would love like a Die Hard Christmas special every year. Let it live on in like different avenues. But no, 2021, I don't want to see Bruce Willis, in any action movies.
Hmm.
Well, at least not as the buffed up, going full Rambo
I
character.
mean, dude's what, like 70 at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's hard to, the series tried to extend itself a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Die another day. Like, we don't need to see this old ass man out here. You know, it was just too much. It was too much. Too much of a good thing. Like Rocky 6. Like, there's some lines in that movie that I really, really love. But honestly, a 55-year-old Rocky beating up on some heavyweight in his prime, we really need to see that. No, we don't need to see any more Die Hard. But I'm for like what Community did too as well.
Yeah.
Where they took other movies and they made parodies of them inside their shows.
That I would love.
Yeah, for that right there, I would love to see a Die Hard parody inside a popular show. I have no problem with that.
I would like to see not Die Hard related, but I would like to see Bruce Willis as like a villain, like in like John Wick 4, John Wick 5 or something. Like Bruce Willis is the main villain. As an older man, but his, like when you see Bruce Willis in any movie, you still see him in Die Hard. Like to me, I don't know if you see him like that, but I still see Die Hard. Like you see him in Ocean's 12, you're like, oh yeah, Die Hard. Yeah, and so I would love him to be a big villain, like one of those older, calculated villain who's been through some shit and is the way he is. I would love that.
Bruce Willis as Lex Luthor?
Yeah, I could go for that.
That'd be interesting.
I could do that.
I think Cranston should play Lex Luthor if we were going down the road of white old bald men.
But
no, I'm good on I'm good on Die Hard. Yeah. It did its thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no need to reinvent that. I need to see somebody's son John McClane's son take over from here. Nah. I need to see a cousin. I don't want to see a long lost daughter. I don't need to see some villain that was in the Die Hard. Whoa, hold a second now. A villain that was in the Die Hard series for one of the movies gets its own spinoff.
Maybe. If done right.
Yeah.
It can be done.
I'm all for a villain getting its own spinoff.
We love villains on this pod.
We do. That's why I can't wait for Loki.
You do love Loki.
I do. It's interesting.
Is there a more so Bruce Willis than the John character? Is there a what do you want from Bruce Willis here in his 70s now?
I was highly disappointed with Glass when it came to Bruce Willis.
Yeah, same.
The way he was built up at the end of a spoiler alert, the way and then Split. But by the way, Split, excellent movie. James McAvoy. Mm-hmm. I mean, fuck that. Someone's gonna kill me for that one. But his acting performance that he had in there, playing so many different characters and personalities, was something I think was one of the greatest performances I've seen. And then at the end of that, you have Bruce Willis sitting there too as well, which all ties Unbreakable and Split together. And then you have Glass, which Glass is in it. The movie's too self-centered in the mental hospital, and Sam Jackson was drooling on himself for 2 hours of it. It just wasn't good enough. Like, I don't know what I want to see with James McAvoy. I really don't know what I want to see with Bruce Willis at this point. Him playing the hero, I think that those days need to be over, just because it doesn't make any sense. This 70-year-old man that once was a tough guy, like, come on now. Eventually, you got to transition to the villain. You live long enough, you either die a hero or you live long enough to watch yourself become the villain. It's true for Hollywood. Be a villain.
It's true. I would like to see him like I said, like the older uncle, like Lawrence Fishburne as like a Morpheus character, Samuel L. Jackson in the Avengers, his role with S.H.I.E.L.D., something of that like posture. I could see Bruce Willis. I could see Bruce Willis next to Samuel L. Jackson in the Avengers.
Doing something.
Something. Yeah.
Maybe playing like Secretary of State, something like that.
Yeah, I could go for that.
Yeah.
I go for that.
It's something, or a senator,
Yeah.
Those are the roles that I need to see him at now. I don't need to see him, John Wayne this shit up.
No.
Yeah, I'm good on that. So I'm good on Die Hard too as well. If you told me it was another Die Hard again on the next Friday, I was like, I don't know, like as a reference next Friday too as well. Too much of a good thing.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. It's too much.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Tupac. No, I'm good, dude. I'm good on it. I don't need to see it no more. Bruce Willis, shout out to your career. Thank you for the movies. Shout out to Demi Moore. Shout out to Ashton Kutcher. Shout out to the whole family. But I'm just good on it. I'm good on it.
Yeah. Let's move on.
That's it, my friend.
That's it.
It's a lot of categories.
That's it. Ran through it.
Hey, it was fun. I have no idea what's going to be next as far as
No, we don't.
our packs go.
We did the winter, the Christmas EP special. Black Mirror, White Christmas was our first one.
Mm-hmm.
We did Iron Man 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now we did Die Hard, and now we got also available on YouTube. We gotta figure it out. What we doing next?
We'll figure it out. We'll talk offline. In the meantime, let's end this recording on Zoom, and to everybody out there.
Drink.
Oh yeah, more.
Absolutely.
It's Christmas Eve. We ain't doing shit else.
Mm-hmm.
Smart man. Already did the shopping.
Mellow.
All right, hey, three pack.
Feliz Navidad.
It was December 24th on Hollis Ave at the dark. When I seen a man chilling with his dog at the park, I approached him very slowly with my heart full of fear. Looked at his dog, oh my God, a ill rain.